Hello everyone, my name is Sarah and I am a student ambassador at John Tyler Community College. As an ambassador, I give campus tours to prospective students and help them find ways to be successful. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to apply to John Tyler Community College, and I will be pointing out a few mistakes students tend to make during the application. I hope none happen to you, but if you are ever stuck on a question or need any help, you can contact the Admissions and Records Office. Their contact information is located on our website. You can go to Admissions and down to Admissions and Records Office. Then you can scroll down and their email is located here, as well as their phone number for each campus. So the first step is to go to the Virginia Community College's website and create an account. If you have already applied to a Virginia Community College in the past year and a half, then you might already have an account active. All you have to do is go to the returning user option and re-input your username and password. If you don't remember them, you can use the forgot your username or password option, or you can use your Facebook or Google account if you signed up using either of them. If you are a new user, you have 3 options to sign up. You could use your email, your Facebook, or your Google account. But keep in mind that you will need access to the email associated with either one to be able to validate your account. For today, I will be signing up using the email option. As you can see, the first section is about your information. You will need to put in your first and last name as well as your date of birth. Then it will ask you for your contact information. Your cell phone number is optional, however, I definitely recommend you to input that to receive important reminders to your phone. Then, you can opt in and validate your cell phone number. You will receive a validation code to your phone, and all you need to do is type the code into the box and click to verify. Also, keep in mind that the code you receive for both email and phone expire after 24 hours, so make sure you type the code in right after you receive it. Okay, so then it will ask you for your email address, and then click to validate it. Oh yay, aren't these fun? Make sure you check the box and prove you're not a robot. Alright, so a validation code has been sent to your email. All you have to do is type the code that you received into the box and then verify it. Next, it will ask you to create a username and password. After that, it will ask you to choose a security question and answer. Lastly, it asks you how you heard about this site. Then check the box when you're ready and submit. Okay, great. Now that you've successfully created your account, all you need to do is go to the apply option that is on the top. And if you have already applied to a different community college before, the application to Tyler is slightly different. However, you would still need to submit a new application specifically to Tyler. So now you can go ahead and select apply for John Tyler Community College. There is also another way you can access the application. All you need to do is go to our website, and on the top you can click on Apply Now. and that can take you to the application as well. Okay, so let's get started on the application. The first section of the application is the basics. You need to put in your first and last name. My information was automatically put in since I just created the account. If you do need to put in your first and last name, please be sure to capitalize your names and write it exactly as it is on your legal documents. Then it asks you if you have another name that you prefer to be called. Please select yes or no. If you ever had a different first or last name, please read the former name box below and fill out the questions underneath it. After that, it will ask you for your birth date, which might already be in there. And then it will ask you for your social security number. Please be sure to only put your social security number if you are absolutely sure of it. If you don't know it or you don't want to put it, you can still continue the application, but it will affect your financial aid. And if you want to provide it for the school at a later date, you can still do that and they can put it into the system for you. If you're a dual enrollment student, you don't need to put your social security number, but when you attend Tyler after high school graduation, you will need to provide it. The next section asks questions about your identity and ethnicity. These questions help us meet our federal and state reporting requirements. However, they are not voluntary, so if you wish not to participate, please select Prefer Not to Answer. The last question of this section asks if you have ever applied, attended, or worked at any community college in Virginia. This does also include dual enrollment courses in high school. If you selected yes, and you don't remember your student ID number, you can always contact the Admissions and Records Office and check if you are still in the system or for any login information. Their contact information is here on the website. If you select no, you can hit Save and Continue to the next section. Oh, as you can see, it did not go to the next section. And there's a red box on the top that indicates I missed a required question on this section. It states that I missed the question that asks if I had another name I prefer to be called. That means I need to select an answer. So if you're unable to head to the next page, please check if there are any missing questions bolded in red that you need to answer. Okay, now I will try again and see if it works. So the second section of the application is about communicating with you. The first question asks about your mailing address in which you receive your mail. Please select the country and then put in the address, the city, the state, and zip code. Then it asks if this is also your permanent address. If you select no, please make sure you put in the information of your permanent home address. If you select yes, it will then ask you if Virginia has been your home for the past 12 months or more. If you select no, but you will have been in Virginia for 12 months by the time that you start classes, then you can contact Admissions and Records and provide them with any documents they need to prove you are in state. Their information is located here on our website. If you select yes, then it will ask you which county or city do you currently live in. The next section asks about additional contact information so that the college can contact you if needed. Your personal email might automatically be put in since you created an account, but if not, please be sure to put your email address that you have access to. Then, it asks you for the number you'd like them to call. Please put in the number and select its type. The last question asks for your consent that if you're applying for financial aid assistance, they can contact you through electronic means such as email to provide you with important information. I highly recommend you to agree since it will make the process faster and more efficient for you. However, if you disagree and do not consent to electronic communication, your financial aid award may be delayed. This delay may cause you to be dropped from your courses if other payment arrangements are not made. Additionally, payment of your student account with financial aid or reimbursement of your out-of-pocket costs may also be delayed. The third section of the application is about your education. The first question is about your high school information. You may be required to submit your high school transcript to verify this information, so please answer as accurately as possible. Which of the following describes your current high school education? Please select the option that best applies to you. Also, I do want to point out that if you are a student currently attending high school and is filling out this application for a semester you'll be attending after you graduate high school, then please select the option that you have already graduated from high school. However, if you are a student currently in high school and plan to take classes at the college before graduating high school or dual enrollment classes at your high school, then please select the option that you are currently attending high school. Whichever choice that you choose, there will be a few additional questions that will ask about your situation. I will go ahead and select that I have already graduated from a public-private high school in the U.S. As you can see over here, they asked me to input my high school. All you need to do is select the Find School option. Then you can try and type in the first name. I went to James River High School in Midlothian, and it is right here. If you are unable to find your school, don't worry. You can select the option My High School is not on the list, and it will then ask you to input it manually. If you did find it, please select Add School. It will then ask you to type in the actual completion date that you completed high school and what diploma type is yours. It will then give you the option to upload a copy of your unofficial transcript or GED scores. It is optional. However, when you meet with an advisor later before your classes start, you will need to provide your unofficial transcript to determine any placement tests. The next question asks if you have attended any other colleges. If you select no, you won't need to put any information in. But if you select yes, it will ask you to input the information of the college you attended. It will also ask you to include the dates that you attended it and the degree that you earned. If you did not receive a degree, then you can select the option None. Then you also do have the option to upload a copy of your unofficial transcript. You do also have the option to add another college or university that you attended. If you are done with that, please make sure that you answer the question, were you suspended or dismissed from the last college attended? All you need to do is select yes or no. The last section asks about your program of study. The first question is, I plan to earn a degree, certificate, or diploma at John Tyler Community College. Please select yes or no. If you select yes, it will then ask you to choose which area you are most interested in studying at John Tyler Community College. Please choose the one that best applies to you. Then it will ask you for the program of study you're interested in. Once again, please select the one that applies to you the most. Also, keep in mind that the program of study can be changed at a later date by speaking with an advisor in the advising center. Then it will ask you, when do you plan to start classes? There are 2 semesters that are available at the moment for you to apply for. Please select one. Then it will ask you to pick a primary campus location. Even if you select one location, you can still attend classes at any of the college locations or online. The fourth section of the application is about military information if it applies to you. The first question asks if you have ever served or are currently serving in the U.S. military. Please select yes or no. Then it asks, are you a dependent or spouse of someone who is currently serving or has served in the U.S. military? Please select yes or no. Then you can hit save and continue. The fifth and last section of the application asks about your background and residency. The first question is about your parents' education level. Please select which option applies best to each parent. Also, keep in mind, these questions are voluntary and only apply to natural or adoptive parents. The next question asks about residency. It is very important to carefully read and respond to each question, so please be sure to do that. The information in this section is used to determine your tuition rate and next steps for enrolling at the college. The first question asks about your current status. Please select which applies to you. Then it asks what your primary spoken language is. Please select which applies to you. The next question states that you may apply for in-state tuition based on your own domicile or your parents' domicile. So please select the one that applies to you. If you select that you want to claim eligibility on your own domicile, then keep in mind that a student under the age of 24 generally assumes the domiciliary status of the parents unless one of the following criteria is met. So please choose the ones that apply to you. If you claim eligibility using your parents, spouse, or legal guardian's domicile, then these same questions will be asked. Please list their first and last name. Then it will ask what their current status is. Please select the right one, and based on whichever one you select, additional questions will be asked. As you can see, it asks, has your parent lived in Virginia for the past 12 months? Please select yes or no. Then, for the past 12 months, which one of the following applies to your parent? Please select the one that best applies. Then, for the past 12 months, has your parent held a Virginia driver's license or Virginia DMV ID? Please select yes or no. Then, for the past 12 months, has your parent owned or operated a motor vehicle registered in Virginia? Please select yes or no. Lastly, for the past 12 months, has your parent been registered to vote in Virginia? Please select yes or no. Keep in mind, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact Admissions and Records. Their contact information is located on our website. After that, you can hit Go to Application Submission. This page is the application submittal page. You are about to submit your application electronically to John Tyler Community College. There is no application fee. Please read the information below and the bolded message. Then, electronically sign by entering your full name into the box. Congratulations! You have now submitted your application. This page is your confirmation page. This message is showing because I have a previous account. If you get this, call the college right away. If you do not get this, then you were successful. Welcome to Tyler. Step 1 is to print and save a copy of this page for your records. Also, I highly suggest you to take a picture of this page with your phone if you don't have access to a printer. You do also have the option to print a copy of your submitted application. Then, Step 2 will inform you if you either qualify for in-state tuition or would need to provide to Admissions and Records any additional documentation to prove you are in-state. Also, any transcripts or required documentation should be sent to Admissions and Records. Their information is located here. Lastly, Step 3 is setting up your student account and enrolling into classes. It is not showing on my page at the moment since this is a testing application. However, in this yellow box, your student ID number and student email address should appear. You may or may not receive a temporary password to your email. But if you do or don't, you can check out another video on our YouTube channel titled Setting Up Your MyTyler Account to help set up your account. Keep in mind that the password you are given is temporary and will expire after 24 hours, so sign into your MyTyler account right away. Also, if possible, please take our application survey. I wish you the best of luck and thank you for watching.